Now we're going to discuss it in the context of learning and memory. So the study examines conditioned response in rats to cat odor exposure, a strong fear-inducing stimulus. The results highlight key principles of associative learning, particularly classical conditioning and memory formation in relation to fear and stress responses. Now, classical conditioning, okay, and contextual learning, the behavioral and physiological changes observed in rats between day 1 and day 3 illustrate a form of Pavlovian or classical conditioning. On day 1, rats were exposed to a cat odor, a strong unconditioned stimulus that naturally triggers a fear response. This is an unconditioned stimulus because it has not been attached or linked to any other object or any other feeling. So it is an unconditioned stimulus. By day 3, even before re-exposure to the odor, the rats exhibited significant physiological increased blood pressure and behavioral vigilance or reduced exploration changes, indicating that the context alone had become a conditioned stimulus. The context of placing the collar of the cat, which was not been worn by the cat, it was an unworn collar, but since on day 3 it was again placed. Since the past 2 days also it was placed inside the box. So this has been basically it has been attached, or the image of this collar has been attached with the cat's odor. So that is basically conditioned stimulus because it has been in the brain of the rat. It has been merged with the context of the cat odor, right? So that's why it is conditioned stimulus. So this demonstrates contextual fear conditioning, where environmental cues become associated with danger. This is consistent with associative memory formation. The rats had learned to link the test chamber context with fearful experience of cat odor. Now, physiological markers of fear learning, right? So increased blood pressure on day 3, even before exposure to the unworn cat collar, suggests an anticipatory autonomic response to the context, demonstrating long-term retention of fear memories. The difference in heart rate patterns, significantly lower on day 3 compared to day 1, indicates possible habituation to the environment, but still a strong conditioned fear response was present. Right? Now, the lack of significant change in heart rate during the 5-minute period suggests that sympathetic nervous system activation, example blood pressure rise, may be more closely tied to conditioned fear responses than heart rate. Right? So these findings align with previous research showing that fear conditioning involves the autonomic nervous system with memory consolidation leading to sustained physiological changes. Now, behavioral responses and memory retrieval. So, increased vigilance, head-out behavior or rearing on day 3 suggests that rats were more alert to potential threats due to retrieval of fear memories. So, basically, I'll explain what head-out behavior means. It is basically in the hole that was created for the rats to hide. They just stuck their head out or their head and shoulders out in order to scan the environment nearby to see if there's any potential threat, or like for example cat in this case. So that is head-out behavior, where they just scan the environment in order to look for threats. And rearing is basically going back to their hole. So these are the two steps that they took. Increased vigilance on day 3 suggests that rats were more alert to potential threats due to retrieval of fear memories. Now, less exploration and grooming on day 3. Grooming is basically the rat cleaning itself, and less exploration on day 3 indicates a shift in behavioral priorities. Rats prioritized scanning their environment over normal self-maintenance behaviors. Now, reduced contact with the stimulus. So they weren't going near the stimulus, which is the collar. On day 3, it confirms that they had learned to avoid the odor-related context. So these behavioral markers illustrate the long-term fear memories can modulate instinctive behaviors and decision-making. Now, conditioned responses to the cat collar stimulus-specific learning. Introduction of the unworn cat collar on day 3 led to an immediate spike in blood pressure, confirming that rats had associated the smell of the predator with danger. However, some behaviors were already altered before the collar was introduced, reinforcing that context conditioning played a role alongside stimulus-specific learning. The near significant increase in flat back approach defensive behavior further indicates a learned avoidance strategy. Right? So I'll explain what flat back approach means. So basically, in this flat back technique, the rat basically completely lies down on its four legs, and this is done in order to just look out and maintain a position that so that the cat or any potential threat does not view it. So that's done to basically protect itself and to maintain low ground. So for example, a soldier involved in war might crouch. So that crouching is basically in order for to basically stop itself from being seen by a threat or an enemy or a terrorist, whatever. Right? So that's a flat back approach. So these results suggest that both context conditioning and stimulus-specific conditioning contribute to the observed responses, showcasing how multiple learning mechanisms can operate simultaneously. Now, learning and memory systems involved. So we discussed all these. Now, comparison to other fear-inducing stimuli, the blood pressure increase, about 15 millimeters of mercury or 15 mmHg due to cat odor was moderate compared to the 30 mmHg increase from foot shock exposure, indicating that direct physical pain elicits a stronger autonomic response than predator cues. However, the pressor response was still higher than that observed in response to a novel open field, reinforcing that fear from predator-related stimuli is stronger than novelty-induced anxiety. Right? So, now in conclusion, you can read through this. I'll just share this final part. So, this study offers key insights into how associative learning mechanisms shape fear, memory retrieval, and behavioral adaptation. Contextual fear conditioning allows animals to anticipate threats based on environmental cues. Autonomic and behavioral changes are long-lasting, demonstrating the persistence of learned fear responses. Different brain regions to contribute to learning, memory consolidation, and retrieval. Fear memory can influence behavioral choices, prioritizing vigilance over exploration and self-maintenance. So yeah, that's it about this video, and thank you guys for watching.